Hello, I'm theoliverpickard and welcome to the channel. Today a quick video and a quick review of my new Look Keo 2 Max pedals. Now I've just taken this one off my bike. I've been using these for over a week now and I thought I'd give you my thoughts. They replace these pedals as my pedals on the Pink Panther. And these are Look Keo Classics, and they were getting a bit long in the tooth. The axle, there's a little bit of play in the axle. I serviced them, and even though I serviced them, they're not really great. They're comparable weights, although these are 130 grams, so they're slightly lighter than the ones I replaced, but they feel totally different, which is bizarre because they both have adjustment for the spring tension. These have a stainless plate on them, but both bodies are a composite resin, although this composite resin feels considerably harder. Now, if you line them up for you, side by side, you'll notice the profile of the Look Keo 2 Max pedals is a lot thinner. They're a much slimmer pedal, and the pivot is further down the body of the pedal. But I didn't think that'd make the biggest difference in the world. They feel totally different. These are far better pedals. They feel a lot more grown up than the Look Keo Classics. There's a more precise engagement with these than there was with these. Both use a Look Keo style cleat, and this is actually not made by Look, this is an off-brand one, which I used as an experiment. These have, I think they have 7 degrees of float, and I'm not a fan. I prefer this standard Look grey cleats. I'm not a fan of a lot of float. It's just kind of the way I am. I'm a bit obsessed about feel on the bike and the way that I like to feel securely clipped in. I like that clipped in feeling. Tore apart my old grey cleats gravel riding, so I thought I'd get these as an experiment. These are, like I said, they're not Look made cleats. They are Look Decathlon branded cleats, and they've got 7 degrees of float. I think the standard Look grey cleats have 4 degrees or 5 degrees. And yeah, I didn't get on with them. My foot floats around too much on the pedal, and I like the feeling of being snugly, securely connected to the bike. It's just my personal preference. But yeah, these feel a lot more engineered. And it's a much more... It's a much nicer click into the pedals, and I also found it's much easier to click in up hills. Whether that's in my head or not, I don't know. And I think that the bridge here, where the front of the cleat hooks into before you click in, is much wider on the Keo Classics and much narrower on the Keo 2 Maxes, which weirdly I think there's a lot less room for error, so you just get in straight away. Like I said, I just found them much easier, and they don't spin the same. The Look Keo Classics, I found that if you go to clip in and you miss for whatever reason, or if you hit the top too hard, rather than just hitting, connecting and clipping in, the pedal could spin, and that would be super annoying obviously, because then you've got to stop the pedal and then click in. But these Look Keo 2 Maxes, no spin in them at all. They're 340mm wide, considerably wider than my Look Keo 2 Classics, and I prefer them a lot. Now the price of them will vary obviously depending on where you buy them from. I got mine for I think it was €62 with my discount from my local shop. Thank you, local bike shop. But yeah, these cost me 62. You'll find places where you can probably pay less, and you'll find places where you can probably pay more. But expect to pay around that for these pedals. I think the Look Keo Classics are much cheaper. But to be honest, in comparison, these feel like a Mickey Mouse thing. They don't feel like they don't feel anywhere near as positive and as nice to ride in. And knowing what I know now, I wish I'd never bothered with Look Keo Classics and just bought a set of these. There are the Look Keo Blades, I think they're called, which have the carbon spring in them and all that. But I honestly believe that for most of us out there riding, these are more than good enough. I'm yet to use them for a long time, so I don't obviously know how they're gonna wear. They may develop more spin with wear or what have you. But from my impressions in the last 2 weeks, I really like them. They come with grey cleats, as most or all Look pedals do. So if you don't get on with the 4mm float, if you want more float or less float, you may have to buy other cleats. But I'm very lucky, I get on with those 4° of play Look grey cleats incredibly well. I know my fiance uses Look Keo Reds. I'm not a massive fan. I don't like that wandering feeling. Like I said, I like the security of feeling clipped in. But these do feel very direct and very nice. There is obviously no play in the axle as you'd expect from a pair of pedals costing 62 quid. It's not an inconsiderable amount of money, but they're a good investment, and I expect that they'll last me quite a while. They don't have this horribly flanged thing to take the axle out for servicing. They have, thank goodness, a conventional bolt mount, so you can take the axles out for servicing and cleaning once a year or twice a year, depending on where you live. If you live in an area like the UK that gets a lot of muck and spray and goo sprayed on your bike, you may want to service your pedals, twice a year. But living here, where it's nice and dry, I tend to only service my pedals once a year. But yeah, my Look Keo Classics did me well. They lasted just over a year. But I do think that these will last considerably longer. So my standard format of review doesn't really count here. I usually do positives, negatives, and then my overall impression. But my positives, it's all positive. They're a positive engagement. Overall impression, if you're looking for a pair of road specific pedals, the Look Keo Blades may be better, but I don't see how they can be that much better than these. I haven't used a pair, so I can't really say. If you're looking for the optimal weight weenie build, then 260 grams for the pair might be a bit heavy for you, but not for me. There is a 1-year warranty with these pedals if you register online, and you get a sticker, which I don't think you get stickers with enough stuff, to be honest. It's quite nice to be able to cover your bike toolbox or your phone or whatever in stickers. It's a bit of fun, and it's good publicity for the companies. So I always get kind of annoyed when you get something that's a considerable amount of money and you don't get like a free sticker or whatever. I know it's dumb, but it's true. So yeah, I like these very much. Very much recommended if you are out there looking for a set of pedals in this price point. I've never used Shimano's, so I can't compare them with those Shimano Ultegra pedals or what have you. Alright guys, if you own a set of Look Keo 2 Max pedals, let me know your experiences down below. I'm always interested to hear what you think of products. There's a like button down there. Here's a review of my Brooks saddle. Here's a review of my shoes, my physics shoes that I use with these pedals. Stay safe out there, stay sane, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.